So hi everyone, welcome to this segment of Event TV. My name is Michelle Planche from Paradigm Events, and today we are going to be chatting with Spacefy. Spacefy is an online marketplace where you can source just about any location for creative purposes. So photography, film, events, you name it. So stay tuned and learn more. I'm here with Elias Ali, who is the co-founder of Spacefy. Tell me a little bit about Spacefy.
So Spacefy is an online marketplace. It's essentially, think Airbnb, but instead of places to sleep, it's places to do creative things. So whether you're a photographer, you need a place for a photo shoot, you're a filmmaker, you're looking to shoot a movie, or an events person, you need a place for a party. People who have spaces list them, and people who are looking for them find them, and we essentially pair them together.
Great. And we are in one of your spaces. You have multiple different kinds of spaces. As you mentioned, anything creative, right? Could be a photo shoot, could be a yoga event, anything creative. So we are right now in a unique space that happens to be down a alley and not a space that you would expect. Tell us a little bit about this space, why it's one of the spaces that you feature and what some of the amenities are.
So this is a great spot. This is called Radio, and it's located at 250 Adelaide Street West. This spot is a live event venue, so they do ticketed live events, but then it also operates as a bar. During the off periods when it's not doing this, people have corporate events here, they do private offsites, they do private shows. So it really showcases the ability of a venue like this to do more than just what its intended purpose might be.
Great. And can you tell us a little bit about some of your unique spaces that you have across Canada?
Sure. We've got spots that are, large mansions. We have small, tiny condos. I think we have a pirate ship. We had a laundromat at some point. We have offices, bars. I mean, you name it. Really, the beauty of Spacefy and what we'd envisioned is that you could find anything and everything on there for whatever you're doing. And hopefully one day we wanted to turn it into a verb such that if you were doing something cool and you needed space for your project, you should Spacefy something.
Love it. And what has been the most unique or unexpected request for space for you?
Right off the bat when we first started, somebody booked a photo studio for a self-hypnosis session. And we didn't even know that that was a thing. So for that to be right off the bat and to catch us all by surprise and be like, hey, we made this thing and somebody's used it for something that we could have never possibly envisioned, I thought that was pretty cool.
Perfect. Cool. And are there any special features that you find that people look for on a regular basis?
For the most part, we find a lot of people are, looking for a backdrop for a commercial or for a movie, or they want a space for an event that they're throwing, a private brand launch or a party, or we've done some pretty cool gallery events where people have showcased their photography. So it's always really interesting to see the tie-in between the creatives and the space and how these different creatives have these visions for what they want to do and how they need to find a space that can accompany or accent that.
Mm-hmm. And one of the unique things is not all of the spaces are typically event spaces. So that has its pros and its cons. Are a lot of the spaces that you work with, are they licensed?
Many of them are. Sometimes if it's, a house or a smaller business, they aren't. But what's nice is that the event that's coming through, they'll apply for the special permitting or the unique temporary stuff that they need in order to get that done. What's really great about Spacefy is that we enable people who have spaces that might not normally be used for these kinds of purposes. We give them an easy way to list it and have people find it such that you're opening up this whole array of new spaces that people might not normally discover.
I love it. And I love the fact that they may not be licensed because it's usually a benefit as a planner if you can bring in your own permitting and bring in your own alcohol. I also love the idea of taking guests and clients to a space that they wouldn't normally have seen or go to. One space that you mentioned to me that was really intriguing to me was like an upscale loft.
Yeah, so there is this one space that we have that was built out of a renovated church. And this particular suite takes up the top floor, and it also has rooms built into the steeple. And as you go further up the steeple, there's additional rooms, and in the very top, you have a 360-degree view of the city and a beautiful lounge built out of essentially the tower of this church. And so, on one hand, to see what somebody can turn an empty space into and have it this beautifully architected space, and then the amenities that are within inside of it. People have used it for event venues and special dinners and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Great. I love it. Well, thank you very much. So if people are looking to find a unique space, where can they find you?
You just head to our website. So it's www.spacefy.it. And you just type in your city of choice and start browsing.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.